It wasn't a lie. Witness your eyes. But my sister has a bell ringing ceremony tonight. She's gonna ring the bell that says she's done with high school. That is what it's about, right? Yep. So, Dad's gonna drive. Whew. This is probably gonna be the last bit of driving I'm gonna. Oh, wait. Does seem to be live again. I don't know. There we go. Max Payne. An empty so we can get to talk about whatever we want today. A little bit of a rush to get back in the car again. Thank you for connection. Don't make me hungry. Making up salsa in the garden. Okay, I think Sam is still here, maybe. This is not a very good stream, I am sorry. I'm in the same boat, guys. I stepped out to hit this bong morning, and a single thing in the kitchen is at risk of getting annihilated. Yeah, we also had quite a foodie time. I think I ate way more than I needed to. Papa? Ja, Sas. Ze pad af van iPad af geweest. I'm strangely live here, I promise. I'm strangely live here, I promise. I'm trying. Oh, this is not exactly how I planned for this experience. I am sorry. Hopefully closer to better internet. Sorry. Yeah, I'm totally getting there. I'm getting there slowly but surely. Getting the keyring down. Adam, yes. I don't think that's what he's doing now. I can't even see Adam messages. He's gone to America. Probably not just yet. I'm gonna try and switch to see if I'm missing anything. Yeah. Do you know where Melt is going? I'm going to my sister's bell ringing ceremony. Dad let me know that that's happening tonight, and I got home just before my yoga stream, and Dad wants to still do something in town before. Ja, nee, ik voel het. Je kan het zien ook. Live again. What was it? That was a while ago. Bing bell ringing ceremony? Yes, that's what's happening. I wouldn't be surprised if nobody left here. Yeah, everybody left. Checks out. I understand. I'm back though. Yeah, maybe I can tell you a little bit more of the trip. I'll probably just do it when I'm settled down again. That was my plan for today's stream, is to like recount everything, but this is way too painful to do it this way. I'm sorry. We'll have to come back tomorrow again and we can have a proper stream. Part of me feels, bad enough about it to just end it here. To stabilizing, yeah, I'm on my own internet connection now, I think. We are now basically in town. I ain't left yet, thank you, Gabs. Thank you for sticking around, bro. I'm at work, but there is little work to be done. Sometimes it's like that. I got to meet you, almost at Johan. Got to meet David this morning, actually. He was in South Africa last 2 weeks as well from Norway. And I haven't seen him in almost 2 years now. He came through to Village Mall. I drove through as well. We had a coffee and a panini. Had a little bit of a conversation about the process of me and Joe getting to the point that we're at. He told me about where he's at with his work on that side. Streaming good now. Yeah, we're in town. We got intro webs again. So yeah, it was nice kind of connecting with him a little bit. He's doing well as well. Like the things that he told me about his environment. Norway has it in a way where you wake up and it's dark, and then you go to work, and then by the time you finish work and you go back home, it's dark again. The sun only comes up at 11 a.m. and then sets again at 3 p.m. And how the Americans also, our friends, has it different in America, where in some places the sun only sets at close to 9 p.m. up to 11 p.m. And how there were many times where there was time dilation happening during this trip, where they would feel it should be way later in the night than it was because of how early the sun set. Because I'm like so uncomfortable. I want to open the windows, but it's gonna wreck the audio. Oh my goodness. Forgive me for making you repeat yourself, but does the timeline look like for you to travel to the US? The plan is next year, end of January, if everything goes well, Gabadygoo. I have my interview the 23rd of October coming up now, so that's not too far away. And then after that interview, I should have everything I need. I went through for document review on the 8th of October. They kind of just let me know that there's documents to review, and they reviewed my documents and they let me know that I have, for the most part, everything that they'll need of me. Felt good about getting that information. Felt like I was a good student. Yes. My tripod's falling apart down here. Excuse me if I look distracted. So yeah, Gobbledygoobs. Ideally, if all things go well, in America by end of January. And me and Joe are talking about marrying on a synchronous number, like the 22nd of February kind of thing. Africa stream. I feel like Jim Carrey doing a bit right now. a bit left to wait yet. It's true. I'm sure you'll be crawling out of your skin, but it'll be worth it. I'll keep myself as busy as I can with all of the other things. You know, I probably will go and see some more friends. I probably will spend some more time on the hill, on Magneta, kind of like getting to know those rocks a little bit better. We just entered a tire place. Might be a little bit more stable for a second at least. It is cooking. I'm definitely in South Africa. South Africa is cold. That's what Joe would say. It's not cold, yo. I'm dying. I'm like literally, too much information, but I'm like soaked in sweat. The air conditioning on this vehicle doesn't work. And I'm well aware of it. Like my clothing, you can see it. It's sticking to me. Oh, I hate that. I don't like that at all. I'm gonna get out. And then I'm gonna calm myself down. I have a Dynavap. Turn this off for a second. That's it. Okay. Where am I gonna sit up? In a car place? Of doing car stuff. Where am I gonna sit? Part of me wants to ask them for a tire. They have so many of them. They can put me one down to sit on, right? There's really not a... Okay, there is a spot to sit there. But that looks hot, though. Are we gonna go and sit there? Sit there in the sunlight. Do y'all intend to marry privately? Privately is relative. You're invited, Gabadygoo. Pretty much any of the friends, right? Like I want to say this almost like broadly, but I mean some discretion needs to be applied. But anyone who's been tuning into my streams for a long time, who has seen this process of becoming that I am showing up for, you are automatically invited to our wedding. If you want to mission through and be there for us, then I won't deny you that experience. Is this thing gonna shield me from the sun? I don't think it will if I sit down. Guess I'll stand here now. Right, absolutely. Please do, bro. Please do come through. I too would like to know how the wedding plans have been developing. We actually had a try to at least have a conversation about that, Sam, me and Zhao, where she was like, should we try and talk about wedding stuff? And I'm like, I don't know. All I know is that I don't want to be spending hundreds of thousands of dollars. One, because, yeah, this thing has probably been dead for a while. I should have probably seen Gobbledygoo's Raro as, Melt, the stream is no longer working and you need to try and troubleshoot so it works again. My bad. My telepathy is growing stronger still. I've probably been talking this whole time to you friends into the void. Talking to nobody. But that's fine. That's fine. I wish it told me. I just realized, I think, what happened. Pain. Pain is what's happening right now. I totally did a live stream, I promise. I was here. Believe me. Maybe I'll step away from the sounds. Walk out into the distance. Come back, say goodbye. Give myself a chance to trip out more. I really do take this stream so seriously. It's very important to me. You can come and say hi. What's your name? What's your name?
My name is Shedwig.
Shedwig.
Yeah.
It's nice meeting you. I'm doing a live stream, having conversations with the internet people.
Okay.
Thank you for saying hi, man. Yeah. Oh, Joe, there she is. I've been missing Joe a lot. Like a lot. It's been very painful to not be there with you. It's been painful to not have you here with me. We had a conversation just now, Joe, with Gobbledygoos and Sam's about what the plan is. And I don't think we really know just yet. Told them that the interview is coming up on the 9th and that should be the last step for us before we have a visa. And then I can actually come over to your side. They were asking us about wedding planning. Or wedding planning? You need to let us know, Joe. Sam wants to be there. I'm pretty sure Sam is going to be the one that marries us. Gobbledygoo for shows. I'm good, boy to talk to. You are so loved, Kira Burb. It is nice having your friends here. I just had a moment on that bench, which I think was outside of the Wi-Fi range of my dad's hotspot. He tried to hotspot me because he had signal sooner. And I had a moment with somebody coming up to me asking me some questions. Not close, but I was hoping that all of that was a part of the stream. Prepared to be hugged. I'd like that. Would be nice to be hugged. Kira Burb. I haven't been hugged in a whole 2 hours. Hugged my dad when I came back home. It was nice. I am grateful for the love you friends bring into this world. Every single person is a potential hug. I don't know if I'm making it weird. I'm trying to make it wholesome, okay? Oh, I love you, friends. I'm missing you. Like, that's the thing that I'm thinking about right now. Joe went on a mission this morning, driving to go and pick up the Zoburb. It was cool to see Zoburb on her shoulder. Like, Joe is on a little pirate ship. He had to be taken care of because she was traveling. It's a big responsibility, a burp. It's wild to me. Asked my mom as a child if I could have a burp. And they were like, they live for 50 years. Joe is the one who rescued hers, so she didn't make the decision for herself. Are we getting in the car again? Yeah. Oh, Joe, what did she do? I'm winning. Joe got a bunch of hits. Oh, sounds are being made. We got Louisiana, we got Duck Dad and Gobs, we got Adam, we even got Batman. Batman is a member of MeltMore right now. Nice. It's the real Batman. All of you are like, oh, it's not the real Batman, Melt. It's just someone who called themselves Batman. Nope. It's the actual Batman.
Hey, Doug.
It's real Batman is now a member of my channel. That's exactly what's happening. You.
Bring some feedback. Thanks, cheers.
I'm winning. Yeah. It's one thing that they're not used to us saying. But I don't know if it's even just something we do in our family or if it's something we do in Afrikaans culture in general.
Is it?
But we ask people, are you winning in South Africa?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's not a common thing.
Is it not a common? Is it common?
No, it's not a common thing in English.
Not a common thing in English, yeah.
But
in Afrikaans,
yeah, so it's a culture thing.
Yeah, wen jy type of thing, right? So we say wen jy in Afrikaans, which is like the same question as are you winning? It's like asking if you're succeeding at the current task, whatever it is. It's nice to have your friends here with us. We succeeded at the current task that was doing a live stream. I finally settled down as soon as I had more space. Felt good to move a little bit. I did step out of the Wi-Fi range and lost signal again. And I don't know if I was completely dark at that point. I think I might have been. Only Charlie Sheen says it here. Says it here. I love it. I think I might have missed some context. I think Charlie Sheen just recently had like a whole documentary on Netflix, right? What's happening now?
Just gonna get wheels.
Gonna get?
Wheels at the China shop.
Wheels?
It's for the suitcase.
Ah, mini suitcase wheels. Can't I be dropped before that?
Wait.
It's closing at 5?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I drop you?
No, I was thinking at the Winstal, but
Okay.
you can quickly.
You can see if they got there.
Yeah. Oh, why is this happening? Oh, yes. My nightmare. Very, very specific nightmare. Very vanilla one as well. As far as it relates. It's just South African. I'm hiding from the reflections. Oh, please. Like, in America, people hide from serial killers. In South Africa, we hide from the sun. Is that a dark joke? Should I not be making jokes like that? Oh, good. The stream is back up. Yay, Gabs. Did it die again? I think my dad doesn't have data or something. Because he just left. It went down for you, Gab. I'm so confused at this point. I don't know whether we're live or not. I'm gonna turn my Wi-Fi off to ensure that I can stay only on data. Jobo Bizzlebot a few minutes ago. No, you. Love is true. She once went crazy and said he was winning and something about tiger's blood. I feel like I'm going crazy right now. It went down for you. We should be here. Oh, there we go. Gavity Goo just saw the membership that he got from Jobo Bizzlebot. Stream be live. Yeah, we got this. We're winning. Sitting in vehicle. Look at my POV. Buildings. Yeah, wonderful. And random tree. Yeah, great. Love that. Cars. Yes, more cars. People walking. Doing a thing. You've been live for me the whole time. I'm imagining Kira Burp having some manifestation superpowers, you know. Literally making sure we keep our internet this whole time. Yeah, maybe I've been thinking it's been down more than it has been or something. Maybe what could have happened is that it did disconnect for Gobbledygoo when I switched internet back to my mobile data. And then sometimes you'll need to even restart your device, restart your stream in order to actually get the new feed or something. I don't know if that makes it very easy. It's hot. If you're like, oh, Melt looks like he's not having a good time. It's like, bro, I'm melting a little bit. It's like 34 to 36 degrees Celsius. So, in the 100 range. Is it in the 100 range? Maybe just below the 100 range. And the car is baking. I think now's the time to say it. I don't know how that smirk got in there. Sometimes it's that little smirk. I think now is the time to say it. But there is something almost cathartic and synchronous with being back on the farm and being, in a way, a little bit unconsidered by my dad, a little bit, right, in this whole process. And the stream being really bad because he wanted to leave directly after yoga. And I was like, okay, I guess I could do my stream in the car. I can try, knowing that the internet is usually not that good on my way to the house. But here we are. And despite all of that, I am grounding myself back into that being the reality. And I've not been rude, not been angry. I've just been like in a state of like, oh, now this. And now this. And it's funny in a way. It really does make me smirk. It gives me all of those heart energies and then a big old smirk. Gobbledygoo. Still in the mid-90s Fahrenheit in Texas. On its way to winter as well, gobs. Jeebies. Feels better than mid-hundreds, exactly. My dad doesn't want me on his property, probably in his life at all. Jeebs, gob. I didn't know that part. I did know that you and your dad haven't been getting along, but part of me thought it was you who created distance between him and yourself. Is that true? Or is that just something we tell ourselves sometimes? Suddenly I want to start digging. Tell me more. His loss is right, Kiraber. Gob is a cool person. You know, if my dad completely cut me out of his life as well, this is of course the ego speaking from my side, but I believe he'd be at a great loss. Yeah. He'd be at a great loss, not wanting me in his life at all. Yes, he would. And I believe the same is true for you, Gobs. Nah, my dad behaved in a way to purposefully make me want to create distance because it was him that wanted it. Huh. That does seem very manipulative, Gobbledygoo. Which probably makes it even easier to create that distance after all. I know you've told me little bits about your dad, so I can only make assumptions at this point. But I know that your dad is a wealthy man, and in that way he has had, at least for this period of his life, everything that he's wanted. Alright, and all of the problems and all of the needs he thinks he has in the moment can be met with money. I don't know at what point a person is mature enough to not be affected in that way by excess capital. Because it is, in a way, right, like our societies used to require connection with family bonds in order to survive. Because if you didn't have that family safety net, when something bad happens in your life, you would just sometimes die, right? And if you have more than enough money to the point where you don't have to rely on any family safety net, it does create, I want to say the word incentive, for you to not care that much in the moment, right? You can just kind of forget about it. It doesn't come up in the same way. You never have that need to be met, so you don't. And then the longer you spend away from it, the easier it is to convince yourself that you didn't need it in the first place, kind of thing. He is an abuser, narcissistic manipulator, all kinds. And you're so the opposite God, love is true. Is your dad true blue personality like mine? Brochachio. He can't be that bad. I forgive him anyway and make an effort to have a relationship, but I need him to make effort too. I respect that, Gabadigo. It's like you can't pour from an empty cup kind of thing, you know. Being able to echo. Huh? Ja, det spreek beter.
Koffie.
Ja, alsjeblieft.
Insane like koffie.
Ik weet dat het bij brand. Hoe moet ik zeggen?
Ja,
Ja.
Kili, mili.
Wat zal zien nou? Milai?
Milai, yeah, sweet.
Something like that. Yeah, big drums of fresh coffee that they import to their little shops. That's gonna bring me a coffee back. I wonder. It's probably too late to ask. Doe niet ijskoffies niet doen.
Wil je ijskoffie?
Kan we ijskoffie doen?
Confirm?
Ja. Oké, pa. Blue Ford suit you better than Gabber. That's true for a relationship. It is not just the transactions work. Yeah. I don't think it's just about that as well. I think it's more about the compatibility, right? Where it's almost like some conversations are compatible and some conversations aren't. And you can have compatibility in negativity as well, right? Where you can be compatible in a way where both of you spiral deeper into irritation or rage in a certain topic, right? And the same is true with topics of love, where you can spiral upwards to make more, of that energy as well. And I've noticed with me and my dad, one of our negativity spirals is the conversation of salvation / religion / right and wrong when it comes to how we're supposed to apply ourselves, right? Because I fundamentally believe there is no such thing as a right and wrong definable, right, for every single entity in the universe kind of thing. And it's one of those things where as soon as you try to apply what you believe is right to other people's lives, it becomes a matter of pride. All right? It's nice for me to have pride in the things that I do. And I am very guilty of this. That's why I'm willing to call it out the way it is. I am very prideful in the way that I apply my time and my energy, to the point where if somebody does the things that I do, I take pride in that too. Right? If somebody makes their coffee the way I do, if somebody has a Dynavap because they appreciate cannabis but they don't appreciate inhaling carcinogens, right? It's a matter of ego, and I understand that. But at the same time, we'd like to believe that the way that we do things is the right way, right? And then seeing another person do it that way almost confirms to us on a physical level that what we're doing is right, because someone else is learning from you and applying that wisdom to their lives. And then we can all feel wise together, right? And then when you compile religion and the pride of potentially, having a lot of money or having a lot of expertise in a certain field, you can get so lost in the certain rightness / certain action path that you've taken that you believe everyone else is wrong, right? And I am guilty of that again. I'm trying to almost actively bring that as a reminder into my consciousness that every single one of our lives are worth living. The way that you're living your life, no matter which decision you make, technically. And that's not me encouraging you to make all of the worst decisions. Please. But it does mean to me, at the very least, that even every decision that you make is going to be a part of your life in a way where it makes who you are, right? The good and the bad, all of it is worthy of your consciousness and your experience. The whole thing of like life doesn't give you lessons that you cannot bear to learn, kind of thing. Keep showing up. You have a lot of living to do. Your eyes change there, Melt. Sending love. Did my eyes change? Maybe it's the light shining on my face. Part of me gets angry instantly if there is sun in my eyes. And the inner screaming loudens. Bedford. Yeah, actually no. The imp thing is if we give our kids the dad we never got. The important thing is we give our kids the dad we never got. It's true, Noodle Boy. I believe that I got a good dad. You know, all things considered. I got a really good dad. The part of me that never felt very loved by my dad is the part of me that got attacked for not having the same beliefs that he does. Right? So instead of loving me for who I am and for the way that I see the world, I was always corrected. Like, no. This person you are is not the way you're supposed to person. And I never could separate the lesson from the criticism, if that makes sense. Right? Because he's trying to teach me a lesson about, the way that Christianity does it. Me believing that there's God in everything, even in that little dove, in those purple jacarandas on my side. There's a jacaranda casting shade on me right now, right? Purple little flowers. There's God in that. And chopping it down is like taking an axe to God, in a way, right? And that's the way that I try to see the universe. But that's not the way the Bible applies that information, right? And as a result, such a small difference has driven such a big wedge between me and him in our lives. Because, again, I believe, and this is my own bias and my own projection a little bit, I believe there is pride in him for what he believes and for how long he's believed it, right? Believing that his answer is the only answer and that that's the way it is. And me not believing that messes with that way of applying himself his whole life, right? The fact that I am showing up for my life and succeeding in the ways that I want to succeed, not following the same rules. Hallo, Römeise, is die koffiemachine af? Two. Already closed. No coffee for me. A part of me did think about the fact that caffeine right now would keep me up tonight. So, ice cream instead. Thank you, Papa. Don't you dare talk about food. Sam is like, bet. Melt has food in his hands. It's totally game to talk about food. It's not. I don't never eat on camera. This is a rare occurrence. But it's so hot that if I don't save this ice cream, it's going to be all over my hand. We have power to influence those around us. It's true. Thank you for influencing us in a good way. Gabbity goo. When Dad got in his car, your eyes changed. I too love discussing different views, just as long as emotions don't make the conversation abrasive. It's true. That's how relationships are in general. People like people the way they know they like them. People like people the way they know they like them. Yeah, that's a crazy sentence, but it's true. It's true what you say, Gabs. No, that's hoopies, actually. It's one of those things that we have to start to learn to love in ourselves as well. right? Many of us don't like it when we feel change in ourselves or in the world. And in that way, when other people change, it usually is met with resistance and discomfort. I appreciate you, friends, for not resisting this change that is the end of the stream. I love you. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you, friends, again real soon, tomorrow.